it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Now that Global finally has the 4-year anniversary stuff rolling out, I figured it'd be a good time to revisit the 100% potential for the free-to-play 4-year anniversary Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Damn, that was a lot of information to just say, but this guy is pretty decent. I think decent is actually an understatement for this unit. Does quite well on certain teams. Of course, you can't run him on the Goku's family with the Super Saiyan 4 leaders, of course, because of the same name. But outside of that, Pure Saiyans is a very good team to be ran on, and that's pretty much the setup you'll see on this showcase. So as always, let's go ahead and start with the stats, and then we'll move on to more of the details and showcases of each of the rotations. So again, this is the 100% potential for the free-to-play super physical type Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Leader skill is Pure Saiyans, category Ki +4, HP attack and defense increase of 44%. The super attack will cause supreme damage to enemy and also raises attack for 4 turns. Passive skill is attack and defense increase of 44%, plus an additional attack increase of 44% when attacking. Pure Saiyans category allies also get a defense increase of 44%. So of course, a lot of the number 4s come into play with this because it is a 4-year anniversary campaign or celebration unit. In terms of links, you are looking at Super Saiyan, that's 10% to attack. Kamehameha is 2500 to attack when SA is launched. Shocking Speed is +2 Ki. GT is another +2 Ki. Prepare for Battle, another +2 Ki. And Saiyan Roar is attack increase of 25%. Again, this guy falls into 2 categories, Pure Saiyans and Goku's family. At 100% potential, HP levels are going to be 9,684, attack is 9,444, and defense is 6,204. 12 Ki Multiplier is 130%, a little bit on the low side, but for a celebration type unit, commemorative type unit, this isn't too bad of a multiplier, which is actually surprising because as you've probably noticed, depending on the rotations and the types of supporting units that you do see, you could easily get to about 1.1 million in attack stats with the Goku unit. So again, that's why I say pretty decent would almost be an understatement because the unit does have quite a bit in potential, especially at 100% potential. So I'm sure there's been a lot of people wondering whether to actually invest the orbs into this Goku unit or not. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's more or less a collection type unit. They do give out 5 copies, so at the very least, and you can actually get more than 5. I'm just saying, in the very beginning, you can get 5 copies. So, definitely unlock the pass with it and spend the rest of it on, either leveling up the SA for the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku if you're fortunate enough to pull him, or even the Strength Goku. But you can also, level up the SA for this unit too. I mean, if you really want to. Either way, you can't really go. It's ultimately up to you what you want to do. So that's pretty much all I would have to say about that. So again, the Super Saiyan 3 Great Ape GT Goku is obviously one of the better linking partners for this unit because of that tremendous 25% increase to attack as part of the Saiyan Roar attack link skill. You've also got Super Saiyan and stuff like that. GT is also a pretty good key boosting link skill. So of course, that's kind of like one of the better linking buddies for that. But other units like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with the EZA, all these guys provide some sort of attack or defense, or if not both, boost toward the rest of the allies. So it does help out quite a bit. Turles is also on there because of that 40% increase to attack as well. Along with that, Goku himself, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, again, does provide a defensive boost of 44% to Pure Saiyans category allies. So, 44% is a pretty decent amount in terms of just a number. You know what I mean? Like 44% is actually a pretty good boost toward defense to allies. So, it definitely does make a difference, and it does help out. Along with, him having a pretty decent passive skill itself. It's just funny that everything is revolving around the number 4, which obviously makes sense because it is the 4-year anniversary. So not a bad unit overall. Again, this is probably at the end of the day going to be more of a commemorative collection type trophy to have in your deck. Most of you guys are probably either on the JP side already have the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku or looking to get that Goku. If not, you've already got the Strength Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. So, out of the totem pole or hierarchy of all the units, obviously this guy's, the lowest ranking out of all the Super Saiyan 4 Goku units. But, if you're a collector like myself, rainbowing the unit is not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually nice to look at when you take a look at your deck and see the 100% potential Goku on there. So, I think the bottom line is this. It's definitely one for the collection, but it's also powerful enough to where you could actually run him on a team. So that's probably the takeaway with that, and I'm sure if you noticed that throughout the showcase that this guy definitely does pack a punch. He's definitely not a lightweight by any means. So again, it could range from like 1.1, 1.2 million attack stats given the good rotations. Obviously, there are a lot of supporting units on the rotation. I think if you ran a team without any support, you're probably looking at about 650,000 to about 700,000 in attack stats consistently. Obviously a little bit less, or a decent amount less than what it would be with support units on the rotation. But if you do run this version or any version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku for that matter, obviously the Super Saiyan 3 GT Great Ape Goku is a very good partner for him, so chances are you're going to run at least that unit. Outside of that, you could essentially bring in different types of units. The Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta unit is obviously very good because after the EZA, you're looking at attack and defense increase of 40% to allies as part of the passive, and then with the super attack, you can raise the attack levels by another 30%. So depending on how you have the rotation set up, and as well as the Vegeta unit itself, whether you went with a little bit more focus toward additional attacks, you could continuously, and I wouldn't say continuously stack, but you could stack the super attack to where it raises the allies' attack even more, along with the passive skill of attack and defense increase. So there's a lot of varieties within a Pure Saiyans category. You don't necessarily have to use these certain units. It's just in an ideal situation or best possible scenario for this Super Saiyan 4 Goku unit that's being showcased. These are pretty much the types of units that are utilized for maximizing Goku's potential. So that's pretty much what you're seeing here. It's honestly more or less a template more than anything. It's just getting this Goku into the limelight and seeing how he does in the best case scenario. Again, I'm sure on the JP side, pretty much the ton about the banners up. So with the gacha coins, you're able to exchange the coins for either the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta. They are available now. Global's getting that 4-year anniversary banner coming up in a few days, so you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit until they come back around. But it's also good to know, like, even if you don't necessarily pull the new LRs immediately, with the gacha coins, they're gonna be available in the shop for exchange. So it's not fully despair. You know what I mean? Like there's still levels of hope compared to before. I mean, hell, before the updates to the super attack animations, we're talking about guaranteed SSRs per multi-summon wasn't even a thing. You know what I mean? Like there were periods where you wouldn't get any SSRs for even a multi-summon. So we've definitely come a long way. I think Dokkan Battle is definitely improving as time, more time goes on. So it's certainly looking definitely toward the positive direction moving forward. So again, I just wanted to cover the gacha coins because Global's getting them pretty soon with the 4-year anniversary coming up. So I figured it'd be a good time to kind of touch up on that a little bit. But back to the free-to-play 4-year anniversary Super Saiyan 4 Goku unit. Very solid unit, especially considering it's a free-to-play unit. and ran on the right teams, which primarily is going to be the Pure Saiyans category. This guy, I mean, the fact that he can hit 1.1 million attack stats given the supporting allies on the rotation, that's still pretty impressive. So I'll leave it at that. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. You know, if you're on the fence about Rainbow in this unit or not, hopefully this kind of clarified this stuff a little bit. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.